Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brett Hurd. My phone number is 864-236-1680, or you can email me at dyslexicgeniushurd. What you're looking
at
is
gmail.com.
At gmail.com. What you're looking here is at a VV-100. They came out in 1921 to 1925. They were a mid-price machine at $150. They replaced the VV-11. This is probably the finest version I've ever seen of one. And what I really want to start out at, my sweet angel can focus in right here on the decal of Danielson, right here where my finger is.
Danielson's Music House, Jamestown, New York.
Right. Well, my friend on Victor Victrola online webpage lives close to me, and he came over to see me, and I showed him the machine, and he says, "Oh, you know what that is, that
Danielson
thing?" He says, "Well, in late 29, Danielson wasn't selling his phonographs well, and he thought it would be a wonderful idea to cause his store to burn down." So this is a true story. So Danielson burnt his Victor Victrola phonograph store down, and lo and behold, he got caught for arson, and he went to jail. That's just a little bit of tidbit history.
So there aren't many then
There are not many
have
yeah.
this.
There's not many. This is very unique to have this and to know the story. And Victor Victrola, from his webpage when he was over, he told me that. He looked at that and said, "Whoa, you know about that?" I said, "No." This machine is really very interesting. And we had videos about the nickel work on this. And really what I want to show you is, when you look at the tone arm, I talked about polishing the nickel differently on this. We nickeled this part because it was rusted because of that. We had to replace that. And you can't tell the difference between this nickel and that nickel. We redid the crank and the escutcheon. We redid the handles in the front. I had to do work on the lock. Redid this and the screws and a few other little tidbits we did.
This is where somebody had a candle years ago.
Right here, you can see this impression of the candle. And we worked very hard to get the rest of the white ring out of here, but it just didn't want to go.
Doesn't come out all the way.
Yeah, it didn't come out all the way. These are very interesting because the early ones, these were machine carved, and then later they were hand carved in the factory.
So the first ones were hand carved?
The first ones were machine made, and the second ones were handmade.
Is this machine made or handmade?
This is handmade. This is a 1923 version of the machine. It looks just like a VV-11. You know, VV-11s didn't have this little flute piece of leaf here and on the feet.
It's gorgeous wood.
Gorgeous. I mean, this thing is unbelievable. And when you look at Victors, some Victors, and I want to discuss that, sometimes they had really, really good veneer. Okay, sometimes they didn't have good veneer. They just made fun of it. But this one, this is all book matched, all the way up. On the sides, the same way. Gorgeous gorgeous book matched on the sides of this, and on the other side also. You can kind of see the seam right here. And the other thing is, they did the whole machine on these VV-100s. They even veneered the back here. My angel will come around. A lot of times Victor would just leave this plain, but they did this all the way down. And you look at this book match all the way down on the back of this phonograph. This is really a beautiful looking VV-100. I'd own this machine. It's really nice. You know, I love this hobby. I just like to point these things out. And you also have to remember they made poor people machines, middle class people machines, which this is, and then they made rich people machines. And this is a mid-price machine at $150 new. And it's very interesting to know how much these things cost, you know, when you look at them. You go, oh, that's a VV-100. They're about $150 new. I love this hobby. I hope you enjoyed this, and that's my tip for the day.